Shumi's been to Kunur, which is easily my favoriteest place on the face of the earth. And he went there to ride a motorcycle, which the name itself is one of my favoriteest names up until now.
Sirhan.
The classic name from Royal Enfield, the 350. I have openly said I love it. But when he asked me, and he did ask me, and that was super kind of him, he said, "Do you want to go and ride the 650 there?" Right? Because it's Kunur, it's the classic, he knows I love it. And I said, I don't think I can handle it.
Why not?
Because I am prepared for disappointment.
Oh, what a classic feeling to have.
I don't say that because I mean, against hope. I'm hoping that that's not the case. But obviously, you know the background. It's the Bear, it's the Super Meteor, it's the shotgun, all of which with that rear suspension.
What rear suspension are you referring to? They don't have rear suspension.
Correct.
They're so retro, they're hardtails.
The hardtails, right? Yeah.
The Bear is so well set up that when a 100-kilo guy sits down, it feels like the suspension rises up to receive him rather than sags.
Okay, so those are the fears in my head, and which is why I said no. I'd much rather leave the place also detached from that emotion. And I said, I won't, thanks so much for the offer, but you go ahead.
No, and the fears are justified, right? Because it would be 6 in a row if that was the case, with the exception of the
It's
Himalayan.
6 now?
So it started with the Hunter,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
we were in Thailand together
Correct,
for, and
correct.
that was before MotorInc actually started 3
Yeah.
years ago. Then Super Meteor, then
Yeah.
Shotgun, then Gorilla, then Bear. It's 5. And Classic 650, if they have messed it up, I'm not giving anything away. That would be 6.
Suspense, suspense. Okay. Where do we start with this bike?
Classic 350 upgrade.
It is.
In many ways, yes. So I was joking with Mark. Mark is the head of global product planning, I think. His exact designation, I'm not sure. But Mark, we said, so basically it's like what? A 25% zoomed in classic 350. So first he had a good laugh at that idea. And then he says, do you know how awkward the motorcycle will look if we actually did
Scale
that?
it up. Huh.
Right?
Yeah.
So what we should know as a backdrop to this is Shotgun 650, Classic 650 were worked on together. The Classic was actually supposed to come out first.
Oh, really?
And then the Shotgun could have been presented as a custom derivative based on the Classic 650.
Okay.
But I believe the Classic 650 had so much intricate detail on it that this project got delayed and the Shotgun came out first. But for what it's worth, they are the same bike in terms of the frame, more or less. It doesn't mean the rear suspension is the same. I'm saying the frame is the same, more or less. I know where your concerns are, and I'm coming to it, okay? And Kunur was a very clever place to pick to launch the bike to on that front, right? So the big changes between the two bikes, because the chronology has changed, I'm not going to say from this to that. I'm just saying differences. The Shotgun has a different wheel size set.
Right.
The Classic 650 for the stance has a different wheel size set. You've got upside down forks there. You've got right side up forks on the Classic 650.
Right.
You've got different suspension because this is the heaviest motorcycle Royal Enfield makes.
The Classic.
The Classic 650, it's all metal. Every single panel you see is metal. It's really heavy. Not that you'll feel it all the time, but when you see the number, it is a big number, 243 kilos weight. Okay. There are 1200cc V4s that are roughly the same weight or lower, but this is a hefty motorcycle.
The Busa is 270. This is 30 kilos away from up. Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, from a 1300cc inline 4, yeah. So this is a large motorcycle in format, and they've been conscious about how the design has to work as the primary appeal because of two reasons. One, it is in some ways the flagship because it talks to their most important product. It also has to appear to be an upgrade to the Classic 350, so it has to have a visual similarity to it. And if they were to just be able to upgrade Classic 350 customers to Classic 650s, that's a pool of, I think it's 40 lakhs or some big number like that of people who already have 350s. And in many ways, they also presented the Classic 650 as the replacement for the idea of the Classic 500.
Oh, interesting.
This clip is actually from a much longer video, which is on our main channel, which is called MotorInc. Why don't you visit us there? This idea in more detail over there with my great friend Kartikeya. You like him, right?